What's going on, everybody? Matt Tabacco from SmokinTabacco.com, live from TPE 2022, with coverage brought to you by Drew Estate. And we are here with the man himself, Mr. Jonathan Drew. Jonathan, how are you?
Doing great, brother. Thank you very much.
It's been a great trade show. I know that you haven't been to a large event in a while. What do you think of the trade show so far?
Yeah, I think the trade show is performing overall very, very well. I see the premium side doing very well. A lot of the companies, I've known many of these companies for 15, 20, 25 years, and I see they're taking it very seriously. A lot of customers are ordering from everybody. So from business and transaction side, that's going to mean a lot of really cool new things that come to the market. Because, people are incentivized to, if it's something that they're creating because it's their kid's birthday or a more important milestone at the company, 10th year or 25th year. But then also, opportunities to be able to create creative pathways. So I see a lot of activity, a lot of new things. So that's good. Drew Estate on the other side, specifically for us, we have a lot of things cracking. We got... You guys already been previewing the Underground 10. I know that's done really well with your guys' viewership, and you guys gave it a strong rating and stuff like that.
We gave it Cigar of the Year.
Right, yeah. Which is great. You don't always get it. When you do, you do. So that's a big deal, and it's been getting a fair amount of that kind of response. And it's an expensive cigar. It's not like you're getting the old Underground when it first came out, and it was $8 or something like this. It's gone through a process, and now it's at for the 10th year for Underground, we wanted to really do something that was the representative of the brand, and also launching into a new set of tobacco qualities that we're actually searching the world for to bring in for the brand. And some of those decisions were made 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, parts and pieces put together. So Underground has really got a big future to it. And it's not about releasing more and more and more. It's about really with that brand. It's also, we have the, you guys probably checked out the 20-acre farm. Mm-hmm. That's been really overperforming, which was interesting because this brand is a major passion of, an object of passion of that farm. And in the United States, this is really a historic moment for it. So that's been good. The League of 10, you got Herrera, the show, We've been talking a lot about the Acid 20. It's the 20th year Acid, so we've been talking about the Acid 20 and getting people, involved in trying what we blended to have that 20th year celebratory taste. So, and it's too cheap. The product is, we brought it in as like a super premium, and the price point of it is still within blue collar, kind of almost every day. Right. So, the S20 brand, because remember, Drew Estate's been always a blue-collar company. Blue-collar people, and our customer base was always blue-collar. We never shot for, like, the big, the fancy suit dudes and shit like this. So anyway, we got to keep, each of the brand families are really different, Acid customers, or the Acid brand in and of itself. It's not the same as like when we're speaking with our Liga voice, because that was a whole different time in our world where we created a product like that. That was a whole different time that we had different emotions. We were buying different tobaccos and talking to dudes in Brazil what we were going to do there. So, these moments in your life, whether it was, me and Sacco, or myself and Nicholas, or myself and Willie, or myself and other people at the factory, and sometimes them without me, it continues. We continue the traditions at Drew Estate continue, and there's new add-ons and pieces coming and going. It's always about an evolution, and right now, these are good products we've been releasing, and the Nico Rooster is straight on fire. That's straight fire. Nico Rooster is going to be a big brand for us because a lot of these super expensive tobaccos that we buy for Liga Privada, that we buy for Herrera, that we buy for 20-acre farm, a lot of this stuff, Underground. Some of those tobacco leaves that you get are not at the same quality, but you're buying the whole farm out. So you need a brand like Nico Rooster where you're just going to take all this quality tobacco, get your money back, you make some points of profit on it, but it's not your main concentration as a company. For us, it's about taking that leaf and keeping it moving, because you don't want to have stockpiles of tobacco at the factory that never end. Right? If you're buying tobacco for Underground and we're getting this leaf that we don't use for the blend, all of a sudden you got $500,000 of shit sitting there. You got to move that through the factory. You know how quality it is, but you didn't have something programmed for 2 years or 3 years or 4 years earlier. Nico Rooster gets that check mark, and that's why you get a value brand. because it's using up materials that were stationed and sanctioned that were Destiny, and others had no Destiny. So, people are winning on that product too. Factory smokes, all that shit. Across the board, factory smokes is doing crazy. People, we want to make sure we're a diversified company and have people at all the areas. So that's also doing nice. You can check that out. Other than that, thank you what else did I miss?
I think you really ran away with it. You covered everything. I mean everything that you guys have here on display, you've done really well with. We're in front of arguably probably one of the more popular, the Liga Privada. I mean, it's straight fire.
When you compare the H99 to the 10, both from the standpoint of, I like this better, or I like the design of this better, or I like the way this one tastes heavier, or you like them both, or you don't like either, whatever it is. What is your feelings on those brands?
I actually haven't had either one of those. They've been a little difficult to find.
All right.
But I mean,
we're going to solve that problem. It's agreed upon.
Absolutely. Jonathan, thank you for talking to us. We appreciate it. Guys, stay tuned for more coverage from TPE 2022, brought to you by Drew Estate.